What are your life goals for the next 6 months? Do you know? You should. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Life.Refreshed. My name is Seth, and on this channel, I talk about ways that I'm working on improving my physical, mental, and emotional well-being. If you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave me a comment about your personal goals in the comment section, and we can talk about how to achieve your goals. I recently read a book called The Business Tune-Up by Rich Allen. I'll include a link to it in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. This book sets out a business model for running a small business. And if you are a small business owner or are thinking about starting your own business, I would highly consider reading this book. Allen has a chapter in the book about setting personal life goals and a self-assessment tool to help you achieve those goals. I took the test back in May, and I thought now would be a good time to reevaluate where I am with my goals and setting new goals for the next 6 months. The first thing we need to talk about is how to think about goals. We need to think about goals in terms of SPAM. SPAM is an acronym. When you set a goal, the goal has to be specific. The goal has to be personal to you. The goal has to be actionable, and the goal has to be measurable. Hence SPAM. Specific, personal, actionable, and measurable. Now that we understand what a SPAM goal is, we need to talk about how to reach your goals. Allen sets out 7 different areas in your life where you should prioritize setting your goals. Now, everyone has different priorities in life, so your priorities are going to look different than my priority. Whereas I might value education a little higher on my priority list, you might value spirituality a little higher on your list. We're all different, so your goals are your goals and my goals are my goals. Allen created what he called a life circle, and here's a picture of it. The circle is divided into different pie pieces. I broke my circle down into 8 categories. Allen broke his into 7 categories with a wild card. I broke it into 8 categories, and I used travel as my 8th category. Now the 8 categories are relationships, health and fitness, finances, spirituality, education, community, and for me, my 8th category was travel. As you can tell, it looks like a wheel when you draw the lines as spokes. The center, when the spokes come together, represents a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10, and the outer edge of the circle represents a 10 on the 1 to 10 scale. Now, after you've drawn your circle and you've labeled everything, you need to rate yourself in each of the areas. Now, it is vital that you be honest here. We have a tendency to lie to ourselves, but that loses the point of this whole exercise if you aren't truly honest with yourself. Now, after I rated myself, here were my numbers. As you can tell, I have some areas that I feel like I really need to work on. And that is the point of this exercise. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses will help you to come up with goals to improve the weak areas. After you complete your wheel, you need to figure out what you want it to look like in 6 months. And then figure out 1 or 2 areas that you need to focus on in that time. You can then set SPAM goals for those 1 or 2 areas. For instance, I feel like health and fitness is one of my weak areas. So I thought about ways to increase this area. I set my goal to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. Now that goal is personal to me, and it is actionable, and it's definitely measurable, but it's not very specific. So I took it to the next level, and I decided that, okay, my goal is to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that by going to the gym. Okay, how often do I go to the gym? Well, I go to the gym 5 days a week. When I do the math and I give myself a little bit of wiggle room because you want to also make your goals attainable, I came up with 125 visits to the gym. That's a little over 4.5 visits to the gym per week. I try to go 5 days a week, so I'm building myself in a little buffer. That way, I won't get frustrated and I won't quit if I only go to the gym 4 days a week 1 week. So now, my goal in the health and fitness area was to lose 20 pounds by going to the gym 125 times in 6 months. That's pretty specific, but I think I can do a little bit better. So I thought about my dieting and I thought about my eating habits. What do I need to do in the dieting area in order to lose 20 pounds in 6 months? Well, I definitely need to focus on my macronutrients. And I'll talk about my numbers and my macros in another video. But for now, let's just know that I need to concentrate on my macros. I know that if I eat right 95% of the time, I'm going to lose probably 1 pound a week. So now my goal is, I want to lose 20 pounds by going to the gym 125 times in 6 months and meeting my macronutrient goals 95% of the time. That goal is specific, it's personal to me, it's actionable, and in 6 months I can measure and see where I am in reaching that goal. Now in March or April of 2018, I'll revisit and see where I am in reaching this goal, and I'll look at my life wheel again and reevaluate and reassess and see what areas I've improved on and see what areas still need more help. This is an ongoing process. This isn't a one-time and you're done thing. If you do this constantly and you're constantly evaluating and reevaluating, you're constantly going to be improving yourself. And that is my goal, and I hope that's your goal as well. Finally, you need to create accountability for your goals. Talk to somebody that you trust and share with them your goals and have them hold you accountable. Have them ask you, how are you doing on reaching your goals? Did you go to the gym? How are you doing this? Don't take it as nagging. Take it as accountability and trying to help you get to where you want to be. Remember, your physical, mental, and emotional well-being are all legs on a tripod. If any of them are out of balance, your whole life is going to be out of balance. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and it's been helpful to you. Now I want you to tell me in the comments what your goals are. And let's talk about if they're specific, personal, actionable, and measurable. And we'll come up with a plan together on how you can reach your goals. I'll also share more of my goals in the comments. I want this to be a discussion, and I want us to reach our goals together. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends. Also, consider subscribing to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Until next time, keep enjoying your life, and I'll see you next video.